And with me I have Rene LeRoux, and he is the founder, are you the founder, is that it?
Founder, yes.
Of the Capital District Basketball Hall of Fame and the Capital District Baseball Hall of Fame. And we're going to be talking right off about the Basketball Hall of Fame. How do you get in here?
Well, it starts with a fellow named Bob Pisano. Who's
I know,
local,
I've been with him,
local
emailing, yeah.
And who had gone to Linton and Union College locally. And he and I are part of a 5-man committee. And we talk about different players and coaches and referees. You have to be nominated by someone. Then we review their career and their statistics. And then we vote, and then you have an induction class. And
they have to come from this area, is that correct?
They have to have lived in the area for an appreciable period of time.
Okay, to say that Schenectady or Albany is their home.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Capital District. Yeah.
Capital District. Okay, good. So who got inducted recently? You said on July 1st you had your event?
We had our 4th annual induction ceremony at the Hilton Garden Inn in Troy. And the 3 big awards that we give every year, the first one is the Barry Kramer Lifetime Achievement Award. And that went to Joe Loudis, who went to Mount Pleasant High School.
Okay.
And he's currently the assistant coach at Schenectady High. His son Eric is the head coach.
Kept it in the family, huh?
He kept it in the family. And Barry Kramer was there to present the award. He and Joe are lifelong friends, and it was a special moment for Barry to present the award to Joe, very deserving. The Sam Perkins Sportsmanship Award was presented to Chuck Abba, who also went to Linton High School. Recently retired as an educator for many years. I think he was principal of Bethlehem High School. And Chuck also went to Union College with Bob Pisano, Jimmy Tedisco, Mike Doyle, Tom Backer, a lot of local people.
A lot of great athletes in the area. And you saw the opening of the show with these great little kids
doing
that.
They did great.
You have to have a gymnastics hall of fame.
They did great. And then the other award was the John Cal, who's a great NCAA referee from Albany, the John Cal Contributor Community Award, and that got presented to Roger Weiland from Channel 13.
Of course we know, we see him on TV.
Yeah,
right?
and he's great with his time for the community, very generous in supporting organizations and donating his time, and works with Little League players. And
many of the anchors are very good about being, supporting the athletics and arts as well.
Exactly.
Now, there's 2 books here, so let's talk about these 2 books.
Right. I wrote the 50 Years, 50 Players book first.
That's this one here.
And that includes many players from the local area. There's some funny stories, some heartwarming stories in the book. And it goes back about 50 years, actually.
Way before your time.
Way before my time, yeah. And then the Siena book I wrote 2 years ago. And the Siena book is a history of basketball at Siena College.
They have a great team.
Dating back to the 1940s.
They're well known.
They are, and they're poised to have a good season this year. And Coach Mitch Benaguro has done a fine job taking over from Fran McCaffrey. And, that's our big local program in addition to UAlbany. So.
Very important, of course, basketball is always a great sport. But what I want to know is now you're also the Baseball Hall of Fame. So are you going to have an induction for that too?
We are. That's going to be October 28th this year. And the committee, which is the same committee as the basketball, we're going over potential inductees now. And that will also be at the Hilton Garden Inn in Troy. And this is
right near RPI, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's our 2nd year for baseball. And we had a wonderful first year last year. And many of the players have played in the major leagues. And of course, this year, Casper Wells, who's from Schenectady, plays for the Seattle Mariners and just hit his 5th home run. He actually hit a home run off Andy Pettit in Yankee Stadium.
What a thrill that was.
On Mother's Day, and he dedicated the home run to his mom before the game. So, and then we just had Joe Mahoney.
You mean he predicted he was going to do it?
He dedicated the home run to his mom.
I'm doing one for you, Mom.
And he actually
Forget the Gipper. We're going to do it for Mom.
Right. And he's actually playing very well. Coach Jerry Rosen was his high school coach at Schenectady. And Joe Mahoney from Catholic High in Troy just got called up to the Baltimore Orioles this past weekend. So they should both be at the ceremony this year, and we're very excited about that.
That's very exciting, and I just want to, this is your program for the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Right, that was last year's program,
okay.
And we were lucky enough to have Jimmer Fredette come last year.
You got really a nice...
From Glens Falls, and he is in the NBA now with the Sacramento Kings. And of course, this year, Pat Riley from Schenectady won his 8th NBA championship with Miami Heat.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And Pat's done a remarkable job as a player, coach, and now president of the Miami Heat. We're very happy and proud of him. And
well, Schenectady has a very strong sports tradition, it seems, and you know there was always a rivalry between the schools and all that. But I mean, that's what gives it a little, you know, excitement.
It really does. And you know, when you have Barry Kramer in the house like we did Sunday, he's currently a New York State Supreme Court judge.
I know it. I mean, it's incredible that.
And what a great guy! Played for the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden, and actually left the NBA to go to law school. So I don't think many athletes would do that now, but congratulations to Barry for a fine career in the legal community and as a judge. And he was spectacular Sunday night.
That's really wonderful, and I'm so happy that they're being recognized, and the tradition continues.
And one of the things Bob Pisano and I talked about was making sure that legacy stays alive for my children and the youth of today, that they know who Pat Riley and Barry Kramer and Dick Grubar are.
And they become role models.
Exactly, exactly. And the Capital District's been very successful in not only baseball and basketball, but in other sports.
Absolutely.
Frank Dyer from Albany's son, he's at Notre Dame, just competed in the Olympic trials.
Wonderful.
And in swimming. So he did very well. He'll be a sophomore next year at Notre Dame and a future Olympic athlete.
Yeah, how great. Thank you so much for being here and telling us about this. And we should at least remind people when the next one is coming up, and that is going to be in October, did you say?
October 28th at the Hilton Garden.
And people can attend?
Yeah, the tickets are for sale, and we have a website.
And we put up 2 websites there, and we ask you to check out the website. Whenever we put websites up on our guests, we know that the guest can't always give you all the information in this short period of time.
Right.
Go to their websites, check it out, or check out my newsletter, because I do try and put extra information in there, and I do try and keep everybody apprised of what our guests are doing and what they're doing to make our community a really good one, make this an attractive area to live in.
Right. And thank you so much for having me on your show.
Well, thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure. Yeah,
Nice
come
meeting you.
again.
Okay.
Good.